Greetings, Benjamin J. the Victrola Guy with another in the series. Now, if you've been following the series, you know that I've developed the canophonic transfer process. And I can now make really high quality, accurate, crisp, clear copies of original 2-minute cylinders. Now working on 4-minute cylinders as well. The last 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks now, I've been contacted by a lot of collectors, and I've been doing a lot of recording. And I'm selling these custom cylinders almost worldwide now. I've sent cylinders to Japan, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Germany, England, and Australia. And what I do is somebody will contact me, and most of the recordings I'm making are copies of original cylinders, and collectors will contact me saying they want a copy of the P.T. Barnum or Florence Nightingale or Harry Houdini or some early, rare, virtually unknown recording that you simply cannot find. You'll never find it on a cylinder. And a lot of times you can't find it on an archive. And if I do find it on an archive, it's usually a straight digital copy of the original cylinder, and it's full of noise and artifacts and clicks and pops. You know, and they're 115, 120 years old, some of these cylinders. These are old originals. I have a friend, and I've mentioned him several times now, TINO van der ZWAN. And he's in the Netherlands, Holland, in fact. And TINO is very well known in Europe, and he works with museums, and he has the largest audio collection, the largest privately held audio collection in the world. He's got over 200,000 audio files. So if I can't find a recording on an archive, I can usually contact TINO, and he's got it. Not only does he have it, but he has a really pristine, cleaned up copy of it. He has a really effective and efficient noise reduction program and process that he's developed, and he can take a really abysmal, terrible cylinder and clean it up to the point where I can put it on a new cylinder using the canophonic transfer process. And these collectors are more than happy with the results, because in most cases it's the cleanest, clearest copy they've ever heard. Now, TINO offers this service free of charge, and the reason I'm doing this video is just to let you know that if you have an original recording of anything, it doesn't have to be a cylinder, it can be a 78, it can be a 45, an LP, something even that you've recorded yourself. If it's less than perfect, if it has noise or clicks or pops, and if it's of any value to you, you can send it to TINO, and he will digitize it, clean it up, send it back to you free of charge. And the only thing he does is he keeps a copy for his archive. And it's really interesting that, as I said, if I can't find a recording on an archive, I can contact TINO, and he invariably has it. It's been really surprising. In fact, he's never not had a file that I've asked for. But in any case, I spoke with TINO yesterday. We talk all the time by email. And I asked him to record a brief introduction of himself so I could transfer it to a cylinder and I could play it for you. And it allows him to describe what he does and how he does it. And as I said, this is free of charge. All he asks is that he get to keep a copy of the file for his archive. And as I said, he's got the largest privately held audio archive in the world. He's got over 200,000 audio files. That is a lot of audio files by anyone's standards. So anyway, TINO sent me an MP3 using the canophonic process. I transferred it to a 2-minute cylinder. And I wanted to play it for you. This is TINO van der ZWAN, and pretty much introducing himself. And I'm going to play this on the Edison Home B. And as usual, this is a black wax recording blank. So I'll let TINO introduce himself.
Hello, Benjamin. This is TINO van der ZWAN speaking, also known on YouTube as Mr. Edison 1877. And you asked me to tell the people exactly what I do. Well, I collect 78s and wax cylinders and digitize them. But I also collect, well, basically any type of music from anywhere all over the world. My audio archive at the moment is the largest audio archive personally owned in the world. And what I basically want to say is that people can send their audio files to me so that I can clean them up for them and send it back. But you can also send audio files that are basically meant for Benjamin, and I can clean them up in such a way that they sound very crisp on the cylinders. Anyhow, any type of music will tino770@gmail.com, or you can contact Benjamin at thevictrolaguy@gmail.com.
So that's Tino telling you basically what he does. So if you have an audio file, especially collectors, if you're looking for a specific cylinder that you can't find, you can contact Tino. I can almost guarantee you he will have a copy of it. He can then forward that copy to me. I can transfer it to a cylinder for you. As I said, all that Tino asks, if you forward a file to him of anything, for him to manipulate, digitize, clean up, and send it back to you, is that he gets to keep a copy of it for his archive. And this is actually quite important, because trying to find a very, very good copy of an early cylinder, 1890s, 1880s, a cylinder recorded on paraffin or a cylinder that's recorded on white wax, usually they are extremely noisy. They're in really, really poor condition. Now, I did a video not long ago of a 1890 cylinder recorded on paraffin, and if you listen to that, you'll be absolutely amazed. That is a file I got from Tino, and it's really amazing. This process he uses is really effective in taking out the pops and the clicks and the hiss and the background noise, and a lot of these cylinders that you simply cannot listen to, or the files of the cylinder that you really can't listen to, come back more than clear enough to transfer to a cylinder with really, really exceptional results. So it sounds very much like an original. So if you have an audio file, whatever it may be, whether it's a new audio file, an old audio file, something you've recorded yourself that's noisy, or something you're not happy with, Tino can do for audio what YouTube is now doing for video. If you upload a video and you're not happy with it, YouTube offers editing, stabilization, color changes, all that stuff to change your video, to manipulate it the way you want it to be. Tino can do exactly that same thing with audio files, and he does it really well. And as I said, there's been several collectors who've contacted me looking for a specific cylinder, and I can't find it on any archive, not on the Internet Archive, not on the UCSB archive, and yet I contact Tino, bang, he'll send me sometimes 3 copies of it, 3 different copies. It's really interesting to be able to hear the differences of an original audio file, send it to Tino, he manipulates it, digitizes it, cleans it up, sends it back, and the improvement is absolutely incredible. And 5 or 6 times now I've used his audio file to transfer to a cylinder for a collector who could not find the original. And if you find the original audio file, it's terrible, and it's simply in too poor condition to transfer it to a cylinder. It's just noise. And yet Tino can pull out most of the spoken words, most of the music, get rid of all the background noise, get rid of all the surface noise, all the clicks and the pops, and the damage from 100 years of abuse or misuse or being misstored, and can clean these audio files up with really dramatic results. So I'm going to be posting his contact information, his Gmail contact information, so you can contact him direct. Also his YouTube channel, Mr. Edison 1877. And if you do have an audio file, or if you're looking for an audio file, trust me, I can guarantee you 99.9% of the time, Tino is going to have it. As I said, he's got the largest audio file, privately held audio file in the world. Over 200,000 files, and that is a lot of audio. As I said, there's been several times I've contacted him where a collector has contacted me looking for a specific cylinder. I cannot find it on any archive, and yet I contact Tino, bang, he emails me an MP3 ready to be transferred to a cylinder. So in any case, I'm going to be posting his contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, thevictrolaguy@gmail.com. You can also contact Tino. Now, as I said, his YouTube is Mr. Edison 1877. His Gmail is vanderzwantino770@gmail.com. And I'll be posting his contact information on the page. And if you're looking for an audio file, if you have an audio file that you want cleaned up, Tino can do it for you. And as I said, it's free of charge. All he asks is that he get to keep a copy for his archive. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop me an email, thevictrolaguy@gmail.com. Answer all of my email. Try to answer the day I get it, but I'm getting a lot of it now. And if you want any information on doing a custom recording, if you have an audio file, you can send it to me, you can send it to Tino. If you send it to me, I'll send it to Tino. But you can contact Tino direct. If you want information on the recording blanks, I've got over 400 of them in stock now. If you're looking for information on recording on the Edison cylinder phonograph or accessories such as speaking tubes, listening tubes, recording horns, anything you need, I've virtually got it in stock. But as I said, the point of this video was to introduce you to TINO van der ZWAN and his ability to clean up these old audio files. And more than likely, if you're looking for a specific file, TINO is going to have it. So again, if you have any questions or comments about anything I've covered in my series, feel free to drop me an email, thevictrolaguy@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.